The slice I eat, I want it back. Another day goes by.
Hi Lala, it's a pleasure to be here with you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about the single that you recorded with IMB, Slice. Great song, and I hope everybody loves it. But first of all, I would like to know what are the values that best define your project?
I would say the biggest value for me is like heart forward. I'd say like when I was thinking about making this EP, when I was thinking about recording the Slice, I was really thinking about how can I make music that will make you want to like stand a little bit taller and just like be a little bit more like, I don't know, like badass, like just feel a little bit less fearful and a little bit more empowered. I'd say that's the message.
Okay, great. So I guess that's what inspired you to compose the single, like feel a little bigger.
Yes,
like stronger.
Definitely. I was so mad when I wrote it. I was so angry, and I feel like I don't know if it's the same anymore, but I feel like I did grow up with that message of like be a good girl, like don't be mad. I think there were certain emotions, I think especially as a woman or a girl, there are certain emotions that we don't really like accept. And I'd say I pushed my anger down a lot. I pushed negative emotions down a lot, like fear or shame or anger. And I'd say I went into the studio and I was just like, I'm just going to be angry and see what happens and allow that and welcome that emotion. And Slice happened. I think we wrote the song within a couple of hours. It's like the easiest song I've ever written, and I think that might, be for a reason.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of the song, that it's quite simple, but the message is also quite strong.
Yes.
So that's very nice. I know this is difficult, but in one word, how would you define how would you define this song in one word?
I'd say like naughty.
Okay, I think that's a great word to describe it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you've heard this song when you're walking in the street, but like when I was listening to the mix and I would listen to it like going places, I don't know, I'd just start walking and I'd be like, I kind of wish I had like a baseball bat in my hand. Or like, it's a great song actually to listen to when you're on your way back home and I think I can't even count how many times I've walked home with like my keys in my hand, as a girl, like on your own. And this song is like, no, okay, like if anything happens, I'm good. I can defend myself.
Like makes you feel safe, like when you're walking.
I guess,
like empowered.
Yes.
That's amazing. What message do you want to leave for those who listen to Slice? Like the main message for the listeners.
Enjoy it. Just enjoy it and just let your hair down and allow yourself to feel it and notice what comes up. And if you have a baseball bat, be careful.
This release is like very important for your career this year, but what are also your plans for this year?
Well, I'd say this release is important to me because it's the first time in 3 years that I've released music. It's the first time that I've released anything on my own. And it's something that I was very scared of doing. I'd say like for me, that message of not enough has always been really, really like there. And I felt like I felt like if I released something as just me, it wouldn't be enough. And I'd say like, I love that the Slice has been the first release. I have an EP coming out in May, on May 19th. And then who knows? I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'd say with music in the past, I've definitely been guilty of like focusing on what's next. And actually, it's a question that every interviewer asks, like, what's next? It's like, well, this is it. This is the thing now. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'd say though, if you do like the song, share it, listen to it.
Yeah, for sure.
And share it with your friends and try and get it out there as much as possible because that's what gives musicians a chance to actually tour it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that you said is very important, like to live in the moment. You're releasing an EP. I've heard it and it's amazing. It's great. But also it's important to dream, like in the past, so to the future. And I would like to know what are your dream artistic collaboration with? Who would you like to?
My dream collaboration would have been with David Bowie. That can't happen anymore. So I'd say I would love to work with Pharrell.
Pharrell?
Yes.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I genuinely, this man is like, I no words. So yeah, Pharrell would be the dream.
Nice. I thought that you would say Madonna or...
Yes, I was gonna say Lizzo as well. Like, I feel like Lizzo would be great, but I think Pharrell, like, he's just been such a big part of like since I was a kid till now.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's still making music, and also like I just think as a producer he's just amazing. As a songwriter, he's just incredible. it was really interesting. I was listening to Hentai on the Rosalia record, and I rate Rosalia, but it's not someone that I actively listen to a lot. And I heard Hentai, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And I was listening to it on repeat for weeks, and I was like, I'm going to see who wrote this, like who's behind this.
Yeah.
And then I saw Pharrell's
was
name on
Pharrell.
it. I was like, okay, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yes, so Pharrell definitely, I think, would be someone I'd love to work
Yeah,
with.
nice. You're going to perform on May 20th in Apollo,
Yes.
in the IMB Festival. Are you excited?
Dude, I'm so excited, and it's mostly because, and this is like a little like espina that I've had like
Yeah.
inside of me for a really long time, because so I was in a band for a really long time, and we never played a show in Barcelona. And obviously Barcelona is where I was born, is where my father is from. It used to be my home for a really long time, and what was amazing to me is that when I stopped playing, I was like, I'm really annoyed that I'm never going to be able to play home.
Yeah.
And what's amazing now is that this is the first place I'm going to be playing. So it kind of feels like, okay, it's very cathartic.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is a great venue also. What message of support or encouragement would you like to pass to emerging artists like you?
I would say like understanding when to listen to the outside noise and when to actually shut it out. I think with social media now, it's really hard because you hear like, oh, you have to be posting this many times a week, or you have to do this, you have to do that. I feel like artists now, it's almost like we've turned into puppets in a way, you know? Before you could make music and then you'd have people working with you who would help you sell the record. Now you have to do everything yourself, with teams obviously, but you have to do a lot of it yourself. Like you have to be likable on camera, you have to engage, you have to also find time to create. As a woman, you have to sing, dance, stay young, you know, like this message. I don't say you have to stay young, but it is a message that we've been moving a lot. So I'd say like understanding like and learning from your heroes, right? I think reading autobiographies is so important, not just of other musicians, but also like of women, if you're a woman, and understanding like what labels and baggage you have, what conditioning you have, learning from entrepreneurs, learning from like mindfulness gurus, and taking all of those things and creating your own thing. Because I feel like it's so easy to just be like, oh, I want to be the next whatever. I want to be the next Rosalia. And suddenly you have a million girls wearing the same clothes, singing the same kind of songs, and there's only one of them.
Yeah.
You know, and remembering. So I'd say definitely learn from history, learn from other things, but don't just learn from one. Like make it as wide and as big as possible. I'd say they were looking through Kurt Cobain's record collection, and what was amazing is that he didn't just have one genre of music. He didn't just listen to one kind of music. He listened to loads of different kinds, and that is what nourished him and fed him and helped him create what he made. So I'd say as well, like not getting stuck in like really, really trying to open your mind to different kinds of music, different voices. I'd say for me, I only listened to like men in my 20s, and now I'm going through this phase where I'm like literally pretty much just trying to listen to women, because I feel like for the last 10 years, I was only listening to men. So I very much had that voice in me. So it's really trying to be curious and trying to like be a sponge and take in as much as possible, but remembering that your story hasn't been written.
Yeah, that's nice. Those are great advices. And last but not least, Lala, what do you think is the key for looking for in the team around you? What would you do like to make everybody comfortable around you?
Okay, so I would say like learn everyone. Well, you mean like having a team around you? Like, so with Paula, who's managing me, we were saying like there was one rule here, and it's no assholes allowed. And I'd say you want to make sure that the environment around you is people who make you feel good.
Yeah.
And people who believe in the project, but also be willing, I'd say for me on my side, I really want to make other people feel like they are a part of this. Like it's not just one woman show. I'd say what you see in front of the camera is one woman, but there's like a group of people behind it that actually make it happen. And every person is like none of it would happen. It's like this beautiful recipe, you know? It's like if you were to make a brownie, you know, it wouldn't be the same without walnuts, right? It wouldn't be the same without the cacao. It wouldn't be the same with the kind of sweetener that you use. So I'd say like really, really, for me, it's being really aware of that and really understanding how to delegate as well, and understanding that I can't do everything myself, but also making sure that like my actions are aligned with my words.
Yeah.
And again, it's that outside noise thing, right? It's like, oh no, like, but this maybe will make me sell more, or make me, but actually at the end of the day, you're left with the product, you're left with this record. So make sure that, for me at least, that I'm making sure that like I'm walking the walk
Yeah, no doubt. I had the pleasure to work with you, and I'm sure
Yes.
that I felt very welcome and very valued. So, Lala, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, 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 yeah.